Hey guys, I'm Will with Adventure the Whole Way, and come along and join us for another adventure as we set out to Central and Southern Oregon. We mapped 25 trails for OnX Offroad, enjoyed 2 nights of camping, and visited 4 different fire lookout towers. Our first day was just south of Bend, and the second day was down around Crater Lake National Park. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that like and subscribe button. We are trying to grow the account with a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you for any support, and we'll see you on the next adventure. What's up guys, it's Will with Adventure the Whole Way, and we are headed out to do some trail mapping for OnX Offroad. Today is Sunday. We'll be mapping on Monday and Tuesday, the 29th and 30th. This trip we are headed to Prospect and Crescent OHV areas, so we'll be just below Bend and Sisters for a day, and then we'll have a day down around Crater Lake. Right now we're about to pass through Madras and Redmond. Today was the last day of the PNW Expo Overland, but we did not make it this year, so we will make it to that next year. But this is us setting out for a good weekend of sightseeing and mapping trails, so come along with us and let's see what we can find. Alright guys, we are on top of Odell, Butte. Got camp set up. Only thing I got up tonight is the tent, no awning. We got here right as it got dark, and we're up above 7,000 feet, and we are in a cloud right now. There's a gate right there. This is as far as you can drive. Gonna see about walking up to the tower in the morning. Hopefully this cloud blows through. But the dogs had dinner and tent set up, so I'm going to bed, and we will see you guys in the morning. Get this thing going. Good morning, guys. We camped right here as far up as we could come on Odell Butte Lookout Road. We got some snow-capped mountains in the distance. There's lakes around us. It's a pretty cool area. But this lookout tower, Odell Butte Lookout, is staffed in the summers, and you cannot drive all the way up to it. So I put the drone up and got some pretty good footage of the tower. It is manned. There is a vehicle in person up there, and it's earlier in the morning, so we're not going to walk up there and disturb them. Tonight we should be camping at another lookout, and it's an unmanned one, and there's a locked gate 0.1 miles from the tower, so I may walk up to that one and get on the catwalk of that one and get a video for you. But we're about to start mapping trails. This is going to be the first one we map for the day, and we had a muffin for breakfast, quick and easy to get going, so we'll show you anything cool we come across. Alright guys, we are over by Diamond Lake. We're on Crater Lake Highway. We did all 11. We actually did 12 trails in the Crescent area. It was really nice trail riding, very dusty, just gravel and sand roads, but the views were pretty nice, and it went good. But this is one of the most unique looking mountains, I think, in the area here in Oregon. We are looking at Mount Thilson, and for this one you can actually hike all the way up to the top almost. You go up the ridge and come across the ridge, and the last, I believe it's 80 feet of the tippy top of the spear up at the top it's like a class 3 or 4 scramble, I think. I'm not sure, but you can get all the way to within 80 feet of the top, just regular hiking trail. So that's pretty cool. We haven't made it down here and done this trail. I'd like to one day. It's on the list, but we've been doing other things. But I wish this cloud would blow out the way so you could see it a little bit better. But I think this is one of my favorite mountains in Oregon, and I say that without even climbing it yet. But this whole area is beautiful. We just had a view of Diamond Lake. Maybe tomorrow we'll roll into Crater Lake, but we've been there many times. We've got a couple videos with views of Crater Lake, so we got 14 trails to map and prospect. We should hit 2 of those on the way to camp, but we got to make a pit stop first. I've found a brand new heavy-duty metal cloak drag link on Facebook Marketplace, and that's what's giving me the popping sound on the front end. So we're going to make a stop down around Medford and pick that up. But it's been a good day so far, and tomorrow should be just as good. But I wanted to get a view of that mountain because she's fantastic. So we'll see you a little bit later on with, if nothing else, we'll see you at camp. But for now, that's it, and we're going to pick up a part that we really need. So we'll get with you shortly. What's up, guys? It's Monday night. It's about 10:15. So we did 12 trails over in the Crescent OHV area, closer to Bend, and then we came down to Prospect. Did go pick up the drag link for the Jeep, so try to get that put on this coming week. But we're in Prospect now. We've done 4 trails in Prospect. Our last one is the drone footage you saw. That is White Point Lookout. And I had plans to camp there, but that tower's in really bad shape and the road's blocked off. I knew there was a closed gate 0.1 miles away from it, but I figured there'd be some type of flattish spot to be able to camp there. But that road was just severely overgrown, so that was no bueno. So we got some drone footage and was pivoting, looking for something else. And I remember seeing this on the map, so we gave it a shot. Turns out it worked out. It was our 4th trail in this area, but we are at the Stella Mountain Lookout. And when I say we're at the lookout, we're as far as the road goes. There's the remnants of an old bathroom back there. Then you got a big woodshed over here. And then that rock section is a little walking path to where the lookout is. I don't know if it's still there. I'm hoping it's still there. We'll put the drone up in the morning and check it out. And if it looks really cool and looks like it'd be easy to get to, we might even try to go to it in the morning. But that ends us. We mapped 12, but we only needed 11 in Crescent, and then we did 4 here. So we mapped 16 trails total today, and we're gonna try to knock out 9 more tomorrow here in the Prospect area, and then we might start moseying back towards the house and go map a little bit in Sisters. But for tonight, the dogs have had dinner, and we got taco/nacho night going here. So this ground beef is all browned up. Gonna mix in the seasoning and get this going and call that a night, because it has been a long day. It's been a good day, but it's been a long day, and I'm hungry. I'm tired. I think Kaylee is too, and yeah, ready for bed. So we'll see you in the morning. So it is Tuesday morning. I got the tent and all the stuff packed up except for the dogs. Again, this is Stella Mountain Lookout. Here's an old bathroom right here. Little building, not much left of it. And this is the end little parking area. And last night we saw this. This is the garage woodshed. Marcy, come here. Out, out. So the walls are still up, but the ceiling's coming down. And then there's a separate little room right there. Same thing, the ceiling's down, but the walls are still standing. And we weren't sure if the lookout tower was still up here or not. But when we got out the tent this morning, there she is. So we're gonna walk up there to it real quick and we'll get back with you. All right, well, here it is. They've knocked all the steps off of the first level of stairs. It's not the sturdiest, but it's still standing. It's in pretty good shape. Looks like the hatch is completely rotted out up there. So definitely wouldn't trust the catwalk of this one. I intended to go up there, but you could probably scale it, but not me. They knocked the steps off for a reason, so let's just admire it from the ground and from the air with the drone. But it is still here, still standing, and you can come visit it. If you're gonna camp, there's not a very large camp area down here, but I know on the drone I could see that the door was open, but it looks like all the windows are intact. I know recently somebody destroyed the tower over at I can't remember the name of it. Overlooking Rainier, the one that they're currently working on. Somebody went up there and broke all the windows. So it's nice to see them left alone to be enjoyed. So, but it's only a matter of a few years, and this one's gonna be down for sure. So come enjoy it while you can. All right, guys, we have driven up a trail. It is the Hershberger Lookout trail. And there's a outhouse, some type of old building, not sure what it is. Kind of looks like an old cabin. An amazing view. See all kinds of mountain peaks out there. And then I'm probably saying it wrong, the cupola style lookout up there. So there's a metal staircase, so let's go check it out. Well, I'm gonna pause this real quick. It's time to put the Crocs in 4-wheel drive. All right, lazy me, should have just put on my Solomons, but definitely need some good footwear. It's up the steps and then just rocky steps around. But when you get up here, you got this little concrete pad and just panoramic view of mountains, and that rock's really cool. But yeah, this is amazing. It's definitely the best trail and spot of the trip so far. But then we have the cupola lookout, style lookout. So the top window's let down. these windows open up, and this is the ladder up to get to the top section, but I'm not going to go all the way up there. But National Historic Lookout Register, Hershberger. This structure was restored in 1991. And I got a picture I'll put on screen if you want to read some of this. But yeah, very cool, very pristine. You don't see many of them that are as well kept and in as good a shape as this one. So this is really cool to see. And it's really cool that it's not padlocked and you can actually look in it. It just says no overnight camping in the lookout allowed. And basically, don't destroy it. Don't leave stuff. Don't graffiti it. This is really cool. And I love finding stuff like this. So you got to come check it out, but take care of it. And then I just really like that rock. It's like Pride Rock sticking out this way. And looks like a blacksmith anvil or something. It's really cool. But best find of the trip this weekend. So I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna get some drone footage here in a minute, and we'll see what's next.
keep swimming in circles around.
Alright guys, it is the end of our second day. We made it to our 14 with one extra in Prospect, so we've mapped 27 trails in total. Just ahead of us, the peak you see in the distance is Odell Butte. That's where we started the first night, and we went down around Crater Lake. We went down past Crater Lake down around Medford to pick up that drag link, the part for the Jeep, but we didn't go into Crater Lake because we've been there several times, and we would just push for time, and we thought about it, but we're also pushed for gas getting back up here to the Pilot. There's not a lot of gas options around Crater Lake, so we're about to fuel up and continue home. But it was a good weekend. Like I said, in total we've mapped 27 trails. We visited 4 different fire lookout towers and saw a whole bunch of good sights. So good night of camping, and we'll be back at it next weekend. We'll be in Sisters, so stay tuned for that. It's one of our favorite areas, and thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support. Drop us a comment. Hit that subscribe button for us if you haven't. We just recently passed 300. We're trying to make it to 1,000 by the end of the year. So help us grow, and we'll see you on the next adventure at Adventure the Whole Way, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. See you guys later.